What's going on, guys? Today I'm doing an unboxing of some fishing gear. Clearly, as you can see from the tape here, this stuff came from fishusa.com. This has been my go-to source for online fishing gear for the last couple of years. Pretty interesting story as to why, because I didn't even know they existed. I have some ice fishing gear in here, which is very bittersweet because there is no ice to be fished right now. I mean, I'm not complaining. I don't want the snow because, you know, of course, it makes traveling very difficult and dangerous and so forth. But it's been kind of teetering where it's super, super cold here, but not cold enough to, you know, really freeze up the ponds and the lakes. Even the smaller ones, they'll freeze up overnight. The next day, it'll warm up to like 37, 38 degrees, and it completely melts. So I have been fishing, but I've been fishing open water in 35-degree weather, you know, from the shoreline, which is probably the hardest and worst fishing there is, just because I can't cast out where these fish are deep in the water where it's a little bit warmer. So it's been really difficult, and it's been, you know, kind of a pain waiting, but hey, eventually it will get cold enough and we will get ice, and I will get back out on the ice. If you don't remember, last year was my very first attempt at ice fishing, and I caught nothing, but I had a blast. It was a lot of fun. The biggest thing was getting over the fear of literally getting out in the ice the first time. It was very scary. But as I experienced it and, you know, realized to take all the safety precautions, it was a ton of fun. So anyway, back to Fish USA. About 3 years ago or so, I wanted to obtain a Pennsylvania fishing permit because I want to fish locally, and I have been fishing locally. There's a ton of ponds and lakes all around me and all throughout the state. I feel very fortunate and lucky that I'm by a lot of places where I can fish. Of course, I want to do it legally, so I had to get a permit. Prior to that, for the last probably 15 years of my life, I've been fishing on private property, so I never needed one. And then when I was much younger and I lived in Jersey, you know, we didn't need permits where we fished. We had a local lake where we lived by. We fished all the time. We never needed a permit there. But anyway, long story short, about 3 years ago, I needed to get a permit. Went to the Pennsylvania website for fishing permits and stuff, and I ended up getting a $15 gift card to fishusa.com, which I knew nothing about. And I placed my order, got a couple you know, pieces of gear at the time. I think I got some spinner baits or something. But I really liked it. I liked the selection, I liked the prices, the variety, and I've gone back. That's the only place I've ordered from online, other than maybe a couple random things from Amazon, you know, every now and again. So anyway, I'm gonna rip into this box. It is a little bit of a longer box. All right, so of course, once I get into it, I will you know, take everything out, put it on the table so you can see it better. Today's knife, mini Natrix Kershaw. You guys will definitely see a review on this soon. But yeah, just pretty excited about this stuff. Like I said, a little bittersweet in that I can't get out on the ice yet. All right, so I got the stuff off camera behind here. And as I take it out, I'll put it on the table and we'll talk about it. So here's the first item. I got another item stuck to it. A couple more. Another one. One of those. And the invoice. Oh, no. One more off to the side. Alright, so that looks like everything. Tons of these bubble things. Keep everything from getting damaged. Alright, so let's take a closer look at some of the stuff. The first thing here, as you can see, got a new rod. It's an ice fishing rod. Alright, so we're unwrapped here. You can see cork handle. This one's by Jawjacker again. This is a 29-inch medium. Don't have a reel for this yet. Not sure which reel I'm going to get for this setup. If you guys have suggestions, of course, you can, you know, list them down below. But very excited to get that. I do have 3 other rods right now. I want to try different types of action. I mean, when I'm fishing or ice fishing, I'm kind of looking to catch anything. I'm not specifically looking for panfish. I'm not going to be ice fishing in an area that has big muskie or anything like that. It's mostly largemouth bass and bluegill. That's the majority of what I'm looking for. So I'm going to kind of play around with the idea of using, you know, medium action rods as well as, like, you know, light and ultralight rods. So, you know, it's all new to me. So I want to try a bunch of different things. Next is, of course, a tip up here. This is a Frabill Arctic Fire. I'm also trying a bunch of different tip ups, different prices, different styles. This is just one I haven't had before. So very excited to try that. And of course, as you can see here, we have a bunch of lures. These are all Eagle Claw. Going through real quick here. I'm trying to accumulate some different tungsten jigs. All right, variety of different colors here. All right. Again, all new to me. Last year I used the Swedish Pimple and a couple of sad old waxworms. So this year I'm going to be doing a lot more jigging, as well as using, you know, fresh waxworms, maybe some other live bait as well. So these are all from Eagle Claw. So yeah, just a quick video for the fishermen out there. Of course, you guys have any tips, let me know. The biggest thing, and I think you guys mentioned this last year, is electronics. I do not have any kind of underwater electronics for ice fishing. I know it immensely increases your chances. Obviously, if you could see this fish down there, you know, you can have a better chance of catching them as opposed to blindly fishing, you know, a single hole or even just bopping around randomly. If you're not familiar, fishing electronics and sonar and stuff, very expensive stuff. I do have some different units I have in mind, but not sure if I want to, you know, invest that much money into it as of yet. Perhaps in the future, might even trade for it. Who knows? If you have some electronics you're not using, hit me up on Instagram. You know, maybe we can work out a trade or something. But we'll see for the future. I know it's kind of a must if you're going to be serious into this hobby. But yeah, just something new. Totally excited about it. Love learning different things and obviously love experiencing it. And even if I get out on the ice and don't catch anything, it's still a ton of fun. So now I just gotta wait. I have to wait until it freezes up. So winter is definitely gonna be here. It's just, you know, in 2018, 2019, winter doesn't really start in late November and December anymore. It's like, you know, January, and right now it's the middle of January and it's still not cold enough and it's still not snowing consistently. But anyway, thanks for watching. Again, any kind of ice fishing tips, if you're a seasoned ice fisherman or fisherwoman, let me know down below. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Take care.